Hi, my name is Hannah. Today I'll be covering some topics we learned about in Module 5, where we focused on risk assessment tools, how they work, and the implications that they pose when being used in the court system. This was actually the first time that I heard about risk assessment tools, and I was very shocked to find out how many states and courts use them as a predictor of future crime. I think that using algorithms to predict whether a person may or may not commit a crime in the future just seems like something out of a dystopian novel, especially when the algorithms don't have checks or balances or validity and have racial implications in the data that they pull from. Unfortunately, human nature does want to believe in algorithms and expert testimonies, since the results are usually presented as accurate and credible with more foundation to them. But like we saw from Julia Dressel's presentation, an average person's prediction and the COMPAS algorithm presented with very similar accuracy rates, with 62% and 65% respectively. This is just slightly above 50%, which is concerning because it feels like we're using these tools without having a lot of backing to them. Furthermore, as explained in the Lilienfeld text, expert testimony should have to pass many Daubert standards, like making sure that the technique has scientific knowledge and is testable, and that the potential error is known, and that it has general acceptance in the field. And when looking at risk assessment tools, I don't really believe that they meet a lot of criteria to be admissible. They lack a lot of foundation to them. They lack a lot of scientific basis to them. And from all the module's content, the thing that convinced me most that these tools shouldn't be in the court system was Dressel's ability to re-engineer the COMPAS risk assessment tool. She created tools that produced really similar results using very simple techniques like linear regressions that only had two factors that played into predicting whether a person could recommit a crime in the future. And I think this showed that the risk assessment tools that we have now are questionable at best. Although in an ideal world these tools would be useful, there's literally no accurate way to 100% predict whether a defendant would recommit a crime in the future. So these tools that we use currently lead to very dangerous implications, in my opinion. Dressel touched on this with comparing false positives and false negatives and how they can affect people's lives. Since we already learned about it, I won't go into it, but I do think that by using these tools, we are perpetuating racial profiling and stereotypes that we shouldn't be using in the court system when deciding someone's fate. So thank you for listening. Have a great day.